poprzednim odcinku.
Do tyłu. Nie żeby coś, że szybciej byłoby trafić tam na piechotę. Moi mili, jesteśmy w trzecim odcinku Martha is Dead. Ja natomiast mam nadzieję, że pamiętacie o tym, by tę wyjątkową i niesamowicie klimatyczną serię powitać kciukiem w górę i co więcej, subskrybować kanał i kliknąć dzwoneczek, żeby żaden film was nie ominął. Czująca tekstura. Oh my god. Czary. Dobra. W każdym razie potrzebujemy znaleźć kluczyk do tego cudeńka i nie wiem, gdzie go znajdziemy, nie mam bladego pojęcia. Co więcej, co mamy w ekwipunku? Jak my stoimy, jeżeli chodzi o moje potencjalne rzeczorki? Nie tędy droga. Mapa album, moje rzeczy. Ubierz się na pogrzeb, znajdź list lapo, znajdź torbę. Biała dama, zrobiona. Znajdź klucze do szczęśliwego pokoju. Gdzie mogła je matka schować? Przeczytaj gazetę z 20 lipca, czyli dziwniej dzisiejszą. Okej, mamy album. Mamy mapę i mamy dziennik. Dobra, to działamy.
No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right.
Okej. To będzie ciekawe. Jestem ciekaw, jak długa jest ta historia. Wy będziecie wiedzieli po tytule odcinka kiedyś, ale...
I would like to spend a moment with my sister. Just me and her alone. Before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away.
No to idziemy. Ostatnie pożegnanie. Oraz idziemy kluczyk.
The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods.
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this, it's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Eric. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
Widzieliście tego czarnego skurwibąka tam na tym?
With all of this
Na
preparation
parapecie?
for the funeral,
Strzelbę, proszę.
Irene wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
Lecimy. Z tym skurczysynem, o tutaj trzeba się zająć. Jak to ja go znajdę. Gościa skasuję.
There's my bag. Thank God.
Mam cię.
Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there. Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you. Even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934.
6934.
He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
Again, General K's family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger.
General Edict K. New rules on curfew and women's behavior. German command of S. Vincenzo Attori. Telephone number 1185.
Are advancing slowly. After the Battle of Poggibonsi, on the 18th, they are still far from the Tavernelli.
When it's not too sunny outside, the 200 ISO film works well. 25 ISO film. When the sun is high in the sky, it's perfect.
Nic tu nie znajdziemy nowego, prawda? A szkoda. Pomyślałem sobie, że może znajdziemy rzeczy, które będą nam potrzebne w dostaniu się między innymi do skrzynki Marty, ale widzę, że nie. O nie. No dobra. W takim razie plan najbliższy jest też taki, żeby zejść do ciemni, bo tam były, zdaje się, klisze, których nie wykorzystałem, bo nie używałem ich. Uznałem, że mogło tam sobie leżeć, nie? Moje rzeczy są zamknięty. Temat? You sure?
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Kurde. Dobra. Okej. Karty. Tasowanie. Wróżenie. Zaskocz mnie, gro. Jakie karty na dziś? Słońce. Cesarz.
There is darkness that brings uncertainty, but there will be a guide. Something that can teach me something.
To widzieliśmy dzisiaj. Ja pierdzielę. Dobra. To do piwnicy chyba, nie? Raz, dwa. Dzisiejsza gazeta.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law. Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut and there is no coal. The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city.
Kwestia gazety załatwiona. Czyż nie?
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Hello? Ma'am? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh my God. Julia, my little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened. She was sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny.
Kurde. No to wątek niani zakończony szybko, nie?
Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you. Be careful, my little sparrow.
Myślałem, że niania coś, wiecie, ma jakieś za uszami, nie? Ale nie, skasowali nianię tak szybko, okej. Możesz teraz używać telefonu, aby dzwonić. O.
Martha was taken to the chapel for her funeral. I want to say goodbye to her alone before everyone arrives.
Okej. Jak wygląda nasz notatnik? Telefon. Niemieckie dowódco, łapas materia doktor Donatello Carabinieri. Okej. 6934. Ciekawe. Ja dam, przeczytaj pamiętnik. Okej.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world. A lock of hair would work, so I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Okej. Czyli poniekąd już wiemy, co robić. De facto mamy niemalże wszystko. Zdjęcie zrobimy grobą pewnie tam na miejscu. Ja natomiast jestem ciekaw, czy możemy zejść na dół. Celem zagarnięcia dla siebie kliszy, które tam były. Tak mi się wydaje. A już nie ma kliszy. To nie były klisze, tylko chyba soczewki. No dobra. To nie ma nas. Okej. Wobec tego idziemy do góry. Idziemy do góry i najbliższy plan jest taki, żeby pójść pożegnać się z Martą chyba, nie? No bo co jeszcze? A, no tak. Ein Telefon. Ein Telefon. 6934.
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due...
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph, town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German. It would be like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo?
O kurde, nie mam pojęcia. Wiecie w czym rzecz? Ojciec nienawidzi wojny. Stał się generałem, no bo co wojsko? Jak odmówi, to strzelają do niego, zabijają jego rodzinę. Standard, nie? Niemcy i Rosjanie mieli taki fajny polityczny zabieg. Nazywał się po prostu egzekucją, nie? Ale rzecz w tym, że pomoc partyzantom wydaje mi się, że sprawi, że bardzo dużo osób w mieście może paść ofiarami chaosu. I sam nie wiem czego spodziewać się. Jak tu odegrać rolę małej dziewczynki, która nie chce, by jej ojcu stało się coś złego, nie? I żeby ludzie w mieście cierpieli. Nie wiem, miasto w ogniu. Było coś takiego na zwiastunie, że paliło się całe miasto i trochę się boję tego, że oni rzeczywiście całe miasto spalą. Wydaje mi się, że nie będziemy zdradzać ojca, tylko ojcu plan zdradzimy. W sensie, ja wiem, że to jest straszne, nie? Bo pomagamy de facto Niemcom, nie? To jest okropne, ale myślę, jakby się zachowała córka generała, nie? W sensie, nie przez wzgląd bycia generałem, tylko tego, że jej ojcu może coś się stać. Nie wiem. Spróbujmy. Jestem ciekaw po prostu.
I decided to tell my father everything. I loved him very much, so I couldn't do such a thing in secret. I didn't understand anything about these things. I would have acted without knowing what I was doing. Daddy told me to agree to their requests and report everything back to him. He implored me not to get myself into any trouble. Like all fathers do.
No proszę.
To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Ciekawy zabieg, nie? I teraz widzicie, no ciekawe to będzie. Wszystko to będzie naprawdę ciekawe. Przeciąć kabel telekomunikacyjny. Na zewnątrz domu się znajduje takowe. Dobra. Dzień doberek. Rzekomo gdzieś tu na zewnątrz znajduje się kabel telekomunikacyjny. Oh well. Okej. To który? Ten? Czy tamten? No po prostu ekstra. O którym sobie mowa? Zobaczmy ten, no. Tylko którędy tu wejść? Jesus Christ, wspinaj się. W najgorszym wypadku to też nie będzie ten.
A German tank! I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via telegraph.
Okay.
This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one.
Okay. Dobra robota.
Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns.
Telegraf przy stodołach? A czemu nie ten w domu? Co jest nie tak z tym? A, bo telegraf jest tam pewnie. Możemy wejść się pożegnać z siostrą? Możemy. Jest i ten sukin kot.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side.
O nie.
Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her. Here, Martha. This is my heart. Carry it with you. I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3, series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia K. has died, resident of Via Perciabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich K. and Irene K. Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T.
Zaktualizowano cel. Czyżby? No proszę. Don Attilio.
There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too.
Co to jest?
Holy water. It's only water, and yet there's something special about it.
I to wszystko? To chyba wszystko.
That raven is making a big fuss.
Dokąd prowadzisz, kruku? Dokąd mnie prowadzi? Nie podoba mi się to. O!
Dress. It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead.
Bez kitu w sumie wtedy pierwszy raz, bo nie rozpoznawali dziewcząt, nie? A wtedy pierwszy raz wiedziała od razu, że to Marta żyje. Nie? Z daleka już krzyczała. Ale numer.
When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
here. Julia? Is that you? No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha? I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia. You know I love you. I just want to understand what happened. I am happy you are alive. Even if we have lost Martha, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
Jestem ciekaw jednej rzeczy. Czy wśród moich celów telefon, przewód komunikacyjny, nie nadałem telegramu. Ciekawe. Dzień się zakończył, a nie nadałem telegramu. O kurde.
Oh no, the fence has been destroyed. The box is empty. The telegraph would have been installed nearby. The generator. It's very important these days as the power goes out often. They moved it here from our house.
Znajdź telegraf. Użyj telegrafu, zapamiętaj hasło płonące miasto. Czyli nadal jest w miarę okej. O Boże. Tam coś jest. O nie. Nazistosy, faszyści na stosie.
Nazi fascists at the stake. What? Who could have done this? What did these poor creatures have to do with anything?
Tu masz twoich partyzantów. Tasuj. Trzy ostatnie.
I will succeed in the end. I'm going to enjoy what I deserve. But uncertainty and resistance to change are making my life very difficult.
Mhm.
The telegraph must be hidden in one of these feed bins.
O kurde.
I have to start every message with the code word. I saw the tank on the road and the road is near the house. I guess I have to communicate something like that.
A to nie było tak. Że miasto w ogniu, czy coś takiego?
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Miasto w ogniu. Odbiór.
No, this doesn't seem clear to me. I need to find the right words.
Czołg. Czołg, droga. W pobliżu. Dom.
I'll add over at the end to make it clear that I have finished.
Odbiór. A,
Damn it. I got the length of the sound wrong. I'll try this word again from the beginning.
no tak, morsem. Dobra. Okej.
Damn it again. I need to be more careful about the length of the sound.
A, Boże, nie przerywać wyrazów, okej. Co jest? Dobra, poszło. Wybierz sobie okoliczności, otrzymać wiadomość. Dobra, mamy... jest jedna kreska... Hasło? SN. Dobra, mamy to. Kreska, kropka, SN. Przyjęte. Dobra. Kropka, 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 S. Kropka, kreska. S. R. I to jest pewnie V, nie? Kreska, kreska, kreska. Tak, SRV. Potrzeba. Kreska. Kreska, kropka, kropka. D. Tyk, tyk, kropka. Kreska. DF. Jest coś takiego, tak, DFS. Czyli będzie tak, przyjęta. Potrzeba, obrona. Kropka, kreska, L. Dobra. Kreska, kropka, ELN. Obrona, linia. Dobra. Kreska, kreska. M. Kropka, kreska, MW. Jest coś na MW. Nope. To źle. Okej. Kreska, kreska, M. Kropka. Kreska. Kreska, kropka. Okej, MP. Jest MPP. Obrona, linia, mapa. Będzie, znajdzie się. Kropka. Kreska. Kropka, kropka, L. Raz, dwa, trzy. S. LS. Jest LS? Jest. Kropka, kropka, kreska. Kropka, 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 kreska, czyli V. To będzie VCN. Dobrze myślę? Kropka. E. Z E mamy jedno. W pobliżu budynek. Kropka. Kreska. Kropka, kropka, L. Kreska, LN. Ok, LN. Kreska, kropka. I potem kreska, LMN. Co? LN. Kreska. Kreska. LNG. Obok. Kropka, kropka, kreska, kropka, F. Okej. FI, okej, FIU. To jest rzeka. Kropka, kreska, A. Kropka, kreska, kropka, AR. Bez odbioru.
They are asking me to find a map of the defensive line. There is one in my father's study.
Dobra. Zdążę po mapę. Cieszę się, że mogę mimo wszystko, mimo tego, że już jest kolejny dzień, ogarnąć ten telegram. Cieszę się, że dali mi na to szansę ku temu, bo jeżeli bym musiał wczytywać grę, byłoby to troszkę irytujące, więc doceniam. Choć trochę mi zajęło ogarnięcie właściwie, jak jest podzielone to na mapie. Jaki skrótak strygźmie. Aż miło. Aż miło. Dobra, idziemy po mapę. Do starego. Otóż nie idziemy po mapę do starego. Because the entire house is fucking locked. To idziemy do nas robić zdjęcie, skoro jest ranek i mgła. Ciekawe, jak gra ma zakończeń. Ciekawe jestem, ile rzeczy wpływa na rozwiązanie tej historii, nie? Wydaje mi się, że może sporo, a to już czas pokaże. Czas pokaże.
I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but what else can I do? I will hopefully see if one of these graves is hiding something. I hope that the infrared film will show me.
Wal. Okej. Teraz trzeba to wywołać. Okej, wołaj zdjęcie i sprawdź, czy jest coś niezwykłego. Kluczy do pokoju nadal nie mamy. Gazeta ogarnięta. Osobisty obiekt twój. Gotycka linia. No dobra. Ogarniemy. Na miejsce pochówku, znaczy w sensie na miejsce zbrodni, haha. Chyba nie chcemy iść, nie? Ciekawe. W takim razie wywołujemy. Wywołujemy wilka z lasu i zobaczymy. Nie wydaje mi się, żeby coś było na tym zdjęciu, ale... O. A to czemu? Zbyt ciemno. Dobra. Ciekawe. Wow. Ale dziwnie nagle się zrobiło. O kurde. Optymalizacja gry nagle szaleje, czy wy to widzicie? Ta gra ma to do siebie, nie? Czasami jej odbija. Wiesz.
The yellow filter. If it were to snow, it would be perfect. With this lens, I can shoot very close up. Red filter for super high contrast photos. Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast. Blue filter. Ideal for indoor photos. The green filter. Useful for landscapes. With this lens, everything gets bigger. This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image.
Okej. Mam nadzieję, że to się uda. Optymalizacja świruje. O kurde. Czyli tu nic nie będzie. Ale tutaj... Owszem.
There's the grave I've been searching for, and the spirit of a prisoner. Just like the White Lady, he is trapped in this world, but they can no longer meet one another. Evil is separating them.
Okej, to było dziwne. W sensie mam mieszane uczucia odnośnie tego, jak wyraźne było to zdjęcie. Powinno być bardziej creepy, a tu po prostu goły facet sobie siedzi i ściska grób, nie? To takie... Sam nie wiem. Znajdź właściwy grób. Okej, czy rozumiem, że teraz musimy pójść do tego grobu i wykopać z niego czyjś paluch. I masz oto paluch twojego ukochanego, podłup sobie w nim w nosie. Kabanosie. Bo co innego niż rozkopanie grobu zostaje, no. Choćby to, okej. Skąd mamy pewność, że to należy do niego?
If I wear this, it should allow me to make contact with her. With this object, she'll have to hear me, I have no doubt.
Okej.
I'm missing the element that connects my world to that of the White Lady. Oh, the lake. Of course. Why didn't I think of it sooner? The dress that I threw in the bushes that cursed day. It's been sitting beside the lake for a few days now, in a world that is both mine and hers.
No dobra. To idziemy nad jeziorko. Choć ten pomysł mi się kompletnie nie podoba. To nie mamy innego wyboru. Las jest zrobiony naprawdę ładnie. Serio. Naprawdę ładnie. Dobra. Czy sukienka nadal tam jest? Na pewno matka jej nie ruszała, no bo wszystko to Julii należało, to w dupie miało. Choć teraz wie, więc kto wie, czy matka nie kombinuje czegoś nad wodą. Chociaż wątpię, żeby to ona zamordowała Martę. W sensie myśląc, że jest Julia, nie? To było dziwne. To było dziwne. Choć Julia jest przekonana, że jest to możliwe, tak dla mnie jakoś coś mi się tu nie klei. Że nikogo tam nie ma. Nie będzie żadnej nieprzyjemnej konfrontacji. Gdzie ona ją wyrzuciła? To co za mgiełka? O, mam cię.
Here it is. I hope it works. Now that I have everything I need to communicate with the lady, I can finally go to the island.
To będzie wesołe. W ogóle jestem bardzo miło zaskoczony tym, jak w takiej niezależnej grze radzą sobie tkaniny, bo nawet to, co ona podnosi, albo kiedy rano wstaje z łóżka, to bardzo fajnie pokazane jest to, jak pościel się przesuwa, nie? Dosłownie widać, jakby to była, nie wiem, jedwab, kurde, tak wiecie, ześlizguje się, tak rusza się jakoś naturalnie. Fajne, to takie dbałości o detale sprawiają, że płynę.
He used to take me fishing in it many years ago. I don't understand why Mother never wanted me and Martha to use it.
No i jesteśmy. Co, uda się skontaktować? Już widzieliśmy ducha na zdjęciu, więc nie widzę powodu, by miało się nie udać.
This is the tree the lover was hung from, according to the legend. My mother's tailor scissors.
To nie tniemy włosów? Ona tam jest. To widać w teksturze, nie? Co wypadło? Klisza. O, ale patent, nie? Nawet takie pierdoły, takie drobiazgi.
A roll of film. It's the one that I was taking out of the camera just before I discovered Martha's body. It should contain shots from before that moment. With a bit of luck, one of the shots has captured the moment of Martha's murder. I will then finally have an answer. Was it really Mummy? I will develop it as soon as I can, but now it's time to speak with the White Lady.
Jakbyśmy teraz mieli wybór pogadać z Białą Damą albo wywołać kliszę, to by było, kurde, przesrane, nie? To byłby tak przerąbany wybór, bo jednocześnie jestem mega ciekaw.
I will wear her lover's cross to draw her to me.
A z drugiej strony, wiadomo, i Białej Damy, i tego, i kliszy.
A lock of my hair to enter into her world. I will use the tarot cards to communicate with her. The first 10 will be used like I did with Nanny. Once 2 cards have been chosen, it should begin.
Ciekawe, kiedy dwie wypadną.
You camouflage yourself in the woods to approach me. You blend in with the water to make yourself known. You wish to communicate with me through the energy of symbols. You use my pain to summon me. You are very bold. You call upon me for knowledge that I do not possess, for answers I do not have. I am only a vessel, like water, like air, a vessel to move and breathe.
It worked. Now I need to choose 2 cards. Here we go.
Czy on przypadkiem nie powiedziała przed chwilą dziewczyną, że nie ma odpowiedzi, których szukamy? W sensie, nie chcę być niemiła, ale powinniśmy dać jej spokój. Wysoka kapłanka. Liczę, że będą kochankowie, z racji tego, że jej kochanek się tu powiesił. Znaczy ukochany.
The daughter, the house, the mother. The daughter comes from the mother's house, then makes herself a home and becomes a mother. This cycle is broken. To undo the knot, find the sun. He is the original sin reflected on you. The one who gave you the light wishes to take it back. She wants control. Bit by bit, she is crumbling your life. You have to stop her.
Czyli matka jednak.
I can sense that you want to know who did it, but I do not have the answer. You must find it yourself. Do not ever try to enter through the front door if you wish to reach the heart. Your twin sister might have the answer you are looking for. Even after death, we leave traces of ourselves, don't we? Everything is indefinite if you look at the essence of things.
Czy to oznacza, że powinienem szukać przy niej kluczyka do skrzynki?
Part of our soul embraces the people we love. It is then torn away from us when these people disappear. The wound is deep and it cannot heal. Faith vacillates. Death causes fear. But the church is a safe place. It is home and mother to its children. Faith is the light. Do not lose it. Finding it again is almost impossible. I lost it in sorrow, and without time, I am lost in the dark. You do not have control of yourself. There is a dark figure inside you. The wounds are feeding it. It will do things you do not like. It will use your desires, your guilt, the darkest parts of your conscience. You will no longer be able to tell light from darkness. In sorrow, the difference is so subtle. You are alone, and you will remain alone. Memories are abandoning you. They are your only true companions. Now they take the place of your happy childhood. And they may return to keep you company.
Spokojnie, zabrała tylko i wyłącznie naszyjnik. A jednak nie. O kurde. O kurde. To ciekawie. To dopiero ciekawie, nie? Nie mogę wypłynąć, ale bieda. To mam tak płynąć do usranej śmierci? To niedobrze. O! A to kto? Nikt. Luftwaffe. O, płynie ku światłu. Tego się nie zaleca, ale o! To jest mowa. Ta muzyka. Czemu nie możemy wypłynąć, to mnie dziwi. Ale skoro nie mogę płynąć do światła... O nie... Okej. Czy to jest kluczyk do skrzyneczki Marty?
Speaking with the white lady confused me even more, but at least now I have this key.
No, ale to nie jest dobry moment. W sensie pomijając fakt, że jesteśmy boso. O kurde, myślicie? Naprawdę? Ej, bez kitu pasuje. Ale jaja. Ale jak my go... To jest dla mnie abstrakcja kompletna, nie? W sensie, pomijając fakt, że gadaliśmy z duchem, to fakt, że znaleźliśmy ten klucz jest niesamowity.
July 16th. Dear sister, I entrust my secrets to this letter. If you are reading it, things have gone as I thought they might, and I am no longer there with you. First of all, I am not deaf, and I never was. Mother scared me when we were little, so I decided not to speak or listen anymore. It worked. In fact, Mother began to love me. They also found a scientific explanation for my deafness. Neurological damage caused by excessive pressure exerted by the twin during pregnancy progressively led to hearing loss. And like that, my decision was also transformed into a fault of yours. So I must put it right. Do I have any other secrets? Unfortunately, yes, but a letter is too cold for such matters. Now that you know that I can speak, please go to the dark room. I have a hidden recording. Listen to it and you will hear my voice. Farewell, Martha. Why all of this madness, Martha? What else have you been hiding from me? You deprived me of your voice for more than 15 years. I can't wait to hear it now.
O, przynieśli mnie od razu do ciemni, ale jaja.
There is nothing here.
Jeszcze mamy zdjęcia do wywołania.
Hi, Julia. I know that this will seem absurd, but this is me and this is my voice. We are equals in this sense, too. Well, it's obvious, really. I've basically always spoken, and you were my voice. I'm going to meet my fate, so I don't want there to be any more secrets between us.
Czyli to jest jestem Martą, okej.
so afraid of hurting you. I'm so ashamed. And now, how can I ever bring this child into the world? The baby is starting to show. Could you tell? That's why I'm no longer getting undressed in front of you. But for how much longer can I hide it? Yesterday, you asked me to go to the lake together early in the morning. You, the sleepyhead. Early. I asked you to switch beds with me, like we used to when we were little girls. I got up at dawn and didn't wake you. I put on one of your dresses. I wrote a card to Mother telling her that it was you who was pregnant, not me, and to come and see at the lake. I left it on the desk in her room.
Okej. No to dała czadu. Naprawdę dała czadu.
Then I felt the need to talk to you, and I remembered the recorder in the dark room.
No to dała czadu. Straszne jest to, że nie mogę już biegać. No nic, zobaczymy.
I will go to the lake alone and act as you. I will tell her everything you never had the courage to tell her. I will be your voice. I know how much she's made you suffer over the years. Unlike you, I remember all of the harm she has done to you, and it is my fault. Take my place, sister. You will live a better life, and I will be able to rest in peace, knowing that I at least tried to put right what I have done wrong. I will go now. My last memory will be the image of you sleeping peacefully. Hi, Julia. I was upset, unbelievably upset. July 16th, that cursed day. Martha didn't wake me up.
O kurde.
There was a dress missing from my wardrobe. Martha wasn't there, and we were supposed to go to the lake together. She even made her bed, which was unusual. I thought Mother woke up early, despite her medication, and asked her to do something.
Dziwne. W sensie w ogóle dziwne jest to, że Marta śpi tam, a tu jest jej szafa, nie? Trochę to absurdalne.
It was late. Martha hadn't woken me up as we had agreed, and I always overslept. I simply decided to go out and take the photographs by myself without Martha.
Ciekawe.
It was a foggy morning, but it was no longer dawn. It was a sign of something terrible.
Znak czegoś strasznego, powiadasz.
My mother had killed her beloved Martha with her own hands. I had then taken her place, usurping the throne of her affection. She would have never forgiven me. I had real reason to be afraid.
Gdzie teraz się obudzimy?
I searched for one of Daddy's pistols to defend myself. What a stupid little girl I was. In spite of everything, that roll of film still needed developing, even if it didn't prove she was guilty. I also wanted to search for proof of Martha's pregnancy.
Nowy rozdział. Cmentarz. 6 dni po śmierci Marty, godzina 20. Moi drodzy, przed nami chyba wielki finał. Tak mi się wydaje. Mogę nie mieć racji, ale kto wie. W każdym razie mam nadzieję, że ten odcinek wam się podobał. Jeżeli tak, pamiętajcie proszę o kciuku w górę. Subskrybujcie kanał oraz kliknijcie dzwoneczek, żeby żaden film was nie ominął. To bardzo ważne, moi mili. No i cóż, ode mnie w tym odcinku to tyle. Mam nadzieję, że się wam podobało. Pamiętajcie, że moje odcinki powstają dzięki wsparciu patronów z Patronite'a, do którego link znajdziecie na ekranie i poniżej. Ponadto pamiętajcie o kciuku w górę i tym, że odcinki na kanale pojawiają się codziennie o 16 i 19. Śledźcie Facebooka i Instagrama, żeby być na bieżąco, oraz Twitcha, jeżeli chcecie oglądać mnie na żywo prawie codziennie. Tymczasem trzymajcie je ciepło i do miłego usłyszenia.